Hello everyone and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Tuesday, May 6th, 2025. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Thursday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight, right after my National Day calendar segment, I will have my famous birthday segment for you all, where it features our famous people who were born on this day. And also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, the last half of this week, the upcoming weekend, and on to the start of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Tuesday night as we conclude yet another day with my National Day calendar segment. And here's where it begins. Of course, despite another day of with the significant flooding and another day of flooding in the area. Well, I will get to that in a few minutes in my weather segment. But here's my National Day calendar segment. Of course, today was National Nurses Day. National Nurses Day is observed each year on this day. On this day, we raise awareness of all nurse contributions and commitments and acknowledge the vital role nurses play in society. This day is also the first day of National Nurses Week and is sometimes known as National RN Recognition Day. Hashtag National Nurses Day. National Nurses Week begins May 6th and ends on May 12th, which is the birthday of Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale was a celebrated English social reformer, statistician, and the founder of modern nursing. She became well known while taking care of the wounded soldiers during the Crimean War. Nightingale was dubbed the lady with the lamp because of her habit of making rounds at night. Here's how it's observed. Recognize nurses everywhere. Celebrate their dedication and commitment to their patients and their profession. Tell someone about the excellent care you've received from a nurse. When you visit the doctor or have surgery, follow the instructions they give you, especially follow-up care. Ask questions so they know when you need more information. They can't read your minds. Give nurses you know a shout out and thank them for their hard work, especially during these challenging times. Use hashtag National Nurses Day to post on social media, to share on social media. Now here's the history behind National Nurses Day. In 1953, Dorothy Sutherland, an employee at the United States Department of Health, sent a letter to President Eisenhower proposing a National Nurses Day. An official proclamation was not made. The following year, people began celebrating National Nurses Week on their own. In 1974, President Richard Nixon proclaimed a National Nurse Week. New Mexico nurses initiated a resolution in 1981 to have May 6th declared National Recognition Day for nurses. The American Nurses Association Board of Directors took up the banner and promoted the proposal. In 1982, the United States Congress designated May 6th to be National Recognition Day for nurses, and President Ronald Reagan signed the proposal. The ANA Board of Directors later expanded the celebration in 1990 to a week-long celebration known as National Nurses Week, May 6th through the 12th. Each year, the American Nurses Association chooses a theme to acknowledge the many services provided by nurses everywhere during the National Nurses Week. And of course, National Nurses Week, the theme for 2025 is excuse me. So National Nurses Week theme for 2025. Every year from May 6th through the 12th is nurses are recognized for their service and dedication to caring for others and improving the health of patients nationwide through National Nurses Week. Throughout the week, healthcare organizations celebrate their teams, and you'll even see nurses featured on the news. People across the nation thank the nurses who have made a difference in their lives. Nurses Week celebrates the effort, dedication, and sacrifice nurses make every day. Nurses are essential members of America's healthcare workforce who provide care through every stage of life, working with patients at their most intimate and vulnerable moments. Nurses Week offers a chance to highlight and celebrate nurses for all we do. This year, National Nurses Week is celebrated today's day, Tuesday, May 6th through next Monday, May 12th. The week is just a part of the larger National Nurses Month, which is celebrated during the entire month of May. This year's theme for National Nurses Week is the power of nurses. The accompanying hashtag to use is the power of nurses. Nurses. So every healthcare celebration, every healthcare organization celebrates its nurses a bit differently. Many hold events throughout the week to recognize the nurses, and meals or gifts for the entire nursing team are common. Managers and administration plan and prepare for months to make the week special. If you're stuck trying to decide the best way to show your appreciation, check out some Nursing Week ideas. So I'm giving you guys and keep in mind that Student Nurse Day is May 8th. And National Student Nurse Day is May 8th. And National Student Nurse Day is May 8th. And National School Nurse Day is celebrated on the Wednesday that falls during Nurses Week. And of course, that will make tomorrow's day, Wednesday, May 7th, as National School Nurse Day. I'm sure I'm going to include that in one of my one of my tidbits for of tomorrow night's National Day Calendar segment. And of course, I'm going to. So, of course, each year on May 6th is National Nurses Day, and this year's theme is the power of nurses. For 2025 is the power of nurses. And here are the other National Day holidays from earlier today. Today also was National Foster Care Day, National Teacher Appreciation Day, which of course is Tuesday during the first week of May. Of course, this week is known as Teacher Appreciation Week. Today was National Teacher Appreciation Day. Today was National Crepe Suzette Day, National Beverage Day. Those are all your following days listed from the National Day Calendar segment. And of course, here is exactly the following, of course, with our famous birthdays, people who have had celebrate their birthdays earlier today. Our famous people who have had their birthdays earlier today on this day, Tuesday, May 6th. Today, basketball player Angel Reese turns 23. TV actor Aaron Simhadri turns 19. Movie actor George Clooney turns 64. Rapper Meek Mill turns 38. Movie actress Naomi Scott turns 32. Soccer player Cole Palmer turns 23. Movie actress Sadie Sandler turns 19. Basketball player Chris Paul turns 40. Movie actress Emily Allen Land turns 23. Wrestler Cherie Crowley turns 37. TV actor Gavin McHugh turns 15. Rock singer Emily Armstrong turns 39. Movie actress KJ Smith turns 40. Country singer Warren Zeiders turns 26. Rock singer Bob Seger turns 80. World leader Tony Blair turns 72. TV actor Noah Galvin turns 31. TV actor Shamir Anderson turns 34. And comedian Sashir Zamata turns 39. Those are following famous people who have had their birthdays earlier today on this day, Tuesday, May 6th. And of course, here's the weather segment for here on this. Now, of course, here's your weather. And of course, you'll never notice exactly how much rain we've received today. And of course, today turned out to be another another extremely active day with widespread heavy rains impacting the area. We've had a number of severe thunderstorm watches and warnings. This is like we've had a number of severe thunderstorm. We've had a number of severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings and flash flood warnings have impacted the area all throughout this day, most especially during the afternoon when we saw the heaviest of the rain. It was once again streets causing area-wide flooding, similar to the same situation we've had here last Wednesday and again last Friday. Like the third flooding event we've had here across Shreveport-Bossier in under a week's time. And of course, now the good news is that we will actually start to see drier conditions. But the bad news is, maybe not so bad news, if I want to call it that, is I still have rain chances in the forecast within at least the next few days. I'll let you guys know exactly how much more rain could be on the way in. I believe that Shreveport has seen anywhere between, I want to say like anywhere between 2.5 to possibly 3 inches, or possibly even much higher, possibly at least 3 to 3 inches, or maybe even greater. So, and also as a result, because of cloud start today, temperatures did not do much in the way of warming throughout this day. So it's been another crazy weather day, weather-wise. It's been another potentially stormy and wet day, with streets covered everywhere with high water, making it impassable for driving. So hope you guys are keeping dry and staying safe. So lots of rain. So as expected, today will be the heaviest of the rains we see. So, but the good news is that even though there's decent chances of rain in the forecast, it doesn't appear that we're going to see rainfall totals nearly as heavy compared to what we had seen today. So we've seen anywhere between, I want to say like 2.5. Of course I wasn't giving the official total from the National Weather Service office earlier today. It indicates that we may have seen like anywhere between, I want to say 3 to 4 inches. That's how much I was estimating here in Shreveport. Then again, we may have gotten greater. But I'll let you guys exactly know of the exact rainfall amount in tomorrow night's video, since it did not pop up. And also, as a result of clouds and heavy rainfall, temperatures, as expected, did not do much of warming. So it's been another historically wet day here in Shreveport area-wide flood. And also, did you guys notice that we've actually had a tornado that touched through portions of Shreveport and also some portions of Bossier Parish. It's just been another crazy day of weather with widespread heavy rains. Widespread heavy rains impacting the area. A flood watch remains in effect. So, unfortunately, it is not all over with yet. A flood watch remains in effect through tonight for several Louisiana parishes with continued heavy rainfall runoff. Additional heavy rain is not expected, but more light to moderate rainfall will soon be ending. So, it hasn't ended yet. It will soon come to an end. So, here's the flood watch: a moderate flash flood risk with saturated soil conditions in place ahead of more heavy rain. This went into effect around 7 a.m. this morning, and it continues to 7 a.m. tomorrow morning across the entire 4-state region. Most likely rainfall between 2 and 4 inches, or I said 5 inches of rain possible or greater. Excessive heavy rainfall may lead to flooding of low-lying areas, rivers, creeks, and roads. So remember the motto: turn around, don't drown. So I hope you guys were able to make it fairly safe through this Tuesday. Mostly cloudy, so storms to clear from west to east this evening with patchy fog overnight, thanks to the very wet grounds from Grounds are saturated from very heavy rainfall. We can also be cautious and aware of area rivers and lakes. Mostly cloudy skies tonight with storms clearing from west to east. Expect patchy fog to develop overnight and continue just past daybreak. And your averages and your records for this Tuesday. Normal high is 82, normal low is 60. 96 is a record high set on this day back in 1875. 47 is a record low set on this day back in 1957. So, throughout the day, even though we've been under a flood watch across this portions of the area, we've been, of course, this has turned out to be an overly busy day. And this has turned out, in the weather department, this has turned out to be an overly active and extremely busy day, especially with the number of severe thunderstorm warnings and with the number of severe thunderstorm warnings we had in place and the flash flood warnings, even a couple of tornado warnings in the tornado watch. So, fortunately, the worst of it is moving south and east of us. Of course, our deep East Texas counties and of course some of our north and north central parishes in Louisiana are on a flood watch, whereas a flash flood warning is in effect across central Louisiana, most likely the Alexandria area, here on this Tuesday night. But this is where you're going to see the heaviest of the rain moving just south and east of the Shreveport area, with the heavier rains being concentrated in the portions of going towards Alexandria on 49 south and eastward. So most of the activity has since shifted further south and east, what we have been dealing with earlier this afternoon. And so what you see here is a line of storms in portions of north central Oklahoma and south central Kansas into portions of southwest Missouri, also another in southeastern Missouri into portions of western Tennessee, as well as most of the heavy rain is covering, and also another line of showers across the southeast coast of Texas, as well as into portions of Louisiana, portions of south and east Louisiana, basically covering the entire state of Mississippi and in the western central portions of Alabama. So that's where you're going to find the heaviest of the rain. And this rain is also producing a risk of flooding. So fortunately, the worst of all this rain should now be put behind us. And of course, it's been another seriously active day weather-wise. Temperatures mainly holding steady, with areas of heavy rain impacting areas. So it's been quite an extremely busy day weather-wise, with the flash flood, with the tornado warnings, and some areas, and also the storms with the straight line strong winds have also resulted in over thousands, anywhere between, I want to say like close to at least 7, and what I've heard earlier today, at least close to 7,000 customers have been without power. So thank God that the worst of this significant weather scenario is just about to be put behind us. But do not let your guard down yet, because we are not totally done with with rain chances just yet. So you do not want to put your guard down. We are not totally done with rain at this point. We are not totally done with rain chances just yet, at least as of now. So temperature outside here on this Tuesday night is 72 degrees with cloudy skies. Humidity is 73%. Dew point is 63 degrees. We have a northeast wind at 3 miles per hour, and we have reduced visibility at 7 miles per hour. So that means that many of us could be waking up tomorrow morning dealing with some area-wide patchy dense fog. Heavy rain and flooding along the central Gulf Coast. Severe weather in South Texas. Heavy to excessive rainfall could lead to flash flooding over portions of East Texas into southern Mississippi through Wednesday morning. Strong to severe thunderstorms are possible across the southern Great Plains to coastal Louisiana Wednesday. Large hail will be the primary threat, with the greatest risk across South Texas. So it looks like it could be another rather active and busy day across our portion of the region. But just praying for everyone's safety as they slowly and gradually as we all gradually make it safe through these storms. Excuse me. So tonight, expect a few strong thunderstorms, especially late this evening. Otherwise, it will be humid and overcast. Of course, these strong thunderstorms can bring flooding, downpours, hail, damaging wind gusts, and isolated tornadoes. So we could see at least another ½ inch of rain during overnight hours tonight, with a 90% chance of rain, and hopefully that should diminish. But as of right now, we're quiet. But we could see more developing overnight. But the worst of that should be over with. But tomorrow, expect another chance of late day. But tomorrow, it will be humid and warmer with mostly cloudy skies, with a couple showers possible, with a high temperature of 86 degrees. So temperatures due to clouds and heavy rainfall mostly stay in the low 70s throughout the day. But tomorrow, with more sunshine on the way, we should see temperatures gradually warming up well into the 80s, into the mid 80s. So we're going to get back to just a few degrees. We're going to get back to just a few degrees above normal. So tomorrow it's going to be warm and more humid. Tomorrow it's going to be warmer, and we'll still have a fairly decent chance of showers and storms. We'll still have another fairly decent chance of showers and storms, but not quite the widespread coverage like what we've had today, especially with the significant flooding. We won't see another day of the torrential downpours impacting the area, because we've seen another torrential deluge, just like our third significant one in less than a week. High temperature tomorrow, 86 degrees with an east wind at 6 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. So not as much rain is on the way tomorrow as we go into your Wednesday. So at this point, we are not under a watch or warning like we were. So I believe the flood watch was allowed to expire earlier this evening, since the worst of the rain is behind us. So expect other couple storms. Expect skies to remain cloudy overnight. Expect the cloud cover to stay in place during overnight hours, with temperatures mainly falling into the mid 60s. We will start out tomorrow morning 6 a.m. with cloudy skies, temperature 67 degrees. 9 a.m. tomorrow with mostly cloudy skies, we should be at 71 degrees. Noon tomorrow with showers, we should be at 76 degrees. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with partly cloudy skies, we should be at 82 degrees. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening with partly cloudy skies, we should be at 83 degrees. And 9 p.m. tomorrow night with skies becoming mostly clear, we should be at 77 degrees. So it's going to be another very warm and muggy day tomorrow, with the chance of occasional showers. So leaving home tomorrow, I wouldn't forget the umbrellas. Now here's what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. After dealing with the very last round of the storm, so most of these storms should be dissipating overnight tonight, if not already. It could be with a few strong thunderstorms. Otherwise, it will be overcast and humid with a few strong thunderstorms possible. And of course, most of those should be clearing out. Low temperature night 66 degrees tomorrow. Going to your Wednesday, expect a couple showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy skies. It will be humid and much warmer. It would be much warmer. It will be humid and much warmer tomorrow as we go into your Wednesday. You'll have mostly cloudy skies with a couple showers around, with the high of 86, low of 67. Winds will be from the east at 6 miles per hour, chance of rain 40%. Now going to your Thursday, expect a couple showers and thunder. It'll be partly cloudy and humid with a couple showers in the morning, followed by showers and thunderstorms. With showers and thunderstorms likely for your Thursday. Another round of rain, but not quite the widespread cover. Not as widespread compared to what we saw today, but severe. But I cannot rule out a possible severe weather threat, so you want to be prepared for that. For your Thursday, high of 84, low of 60. Winds will be from the west-northwest at 6 miles per hour, chance of rain 60%. And also going to your Friday, we'll be watching another cold front coming through. So Friday it will be cloudy with a few showers and thunderstorms as we head into your Friday. With the high of 76, low of 63. Winds will be from the north at 10 miles per hour, chance of rain 40%. Now, of course, we start to get into pattern of drier conditions. For your Saturday, temperatures will be a bit on the cool side with highs only in the low 70s. So expect mostly cloudy skies for your Saturday. High of 73, low of 58. Winds will be from the north-northeast at 12 miles per hour and no rain is expected. And of course, Sunday, Mother's Day, it will be pleasant with mostly sunny skies. Weather sure is looking nice for just in time for Mother's Day, which is this coming Sunday. With highs 75, low 57. Winds will be from the north at 9 miles per hour. No rain is expected. And next Monday will be nice with sunny skies. And another nice start to next week for your Monday. High of 80, low of 63. High of 80, low of 60. Winds will be from the north at 6 miles per hour. No rain is expected. Tuesday, week from today, will be a warm day for us with plenty of sunshine. High of 86, low of 65. Winds will be from the south at 6 miles per hour. No rain is expected. It looks like we start to experience a taste of summer come towards the second half of next week, with much warmer temperatures, with no rain expected for next Wednesday, which is the 14th. We have highs in the upper 80s with plenty of sunshine. No rain is expected, and of course we start with slight rain chances with highs reaching the low 90s for both Thursday and Friday. We expectedly, which is next Thursday is the 15th, and next Friday is the 16th. Only a slight chance of rain with much warmer temperatures. We're experiencing the taste of summer by the time we get towards the end of next week. So those days are coming, so get prepared. So at least we have a chance of a few storms over the next few days. So again, we have highs in the mid 80s for both tomorrow and Thursday. That's probably the warmest we'll see out the remainder of this week. Highs will be in the mid 80s for come Wednesday and for tomorrow, which is Wednesday and Thursday. We'll cool it back down some with highs in the mid 70s for Friday and low to mid 70s for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, don't forget Sunday is Mother's Day. We'll warm up to close to 80 by Monday, and we're in the mid 80s by Tuesday of next week. Rain chances: 40% tomorrow, 60% Thursday, 40% Friday. No rain beginning Saturday through at least early next week. And that will be all that I have for you guys here on this Tuesday night. Once again, my name is Dalton Parker. I'm officially signing off here. You guys have a good night, sleep peacefully, take care of yourselves and each other, and most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.